Hey everyone, welcome back. In this lesson, I'll cover what is dynamic inventory, why we need dynamic inventories, how to configure dynamic inventory using Ansible EC2 plugin, and finally, we will run playbooks through dynamic inventory. Let's get started. Right now, I'm logged on to Ansible control machine. Ansible by default deals with static inventory, and the default location of a static inventory is this etc Ansible hosts. So here we have to define IP addresses, its username, its passwords, all that stuff, and so Ansible can connect to those nodes and perform tasks, right? But when we deal with the virtual machines in cloud provides auto scaling, and because of auto scaling, virtual machines come up and go off dynamically, and the IPs will be changing always. So how we can keep track of those IPs? For example, if I want to run a playbook on EC2 instances in auto scaling group, right? That's where dynamic inventory concept comes into picture. Dynamic inventory is basically when I run a playbook, at that time it connects to your cloud provider and it will get the available virtual machines and its IPs dynamically, and it runs on them. So we can't have them statically here because I said because of auto scaling the IPs could change. Right now, let's go ahead and see how to configure dynamic inventory for Amazon Web Services. So let's go step by step. First, I need to install Ansible EC2 plugin on my laptop. So I will take you to the documentation. I will keep this link in video description. We are referring to EC2 plugin. Okay, so let's go one by one from this document. We have to install this plugin. Copy this command, execute this command on Ansible control machine. Right, it took few seconds. Okay, the installation is done, completed. And the next step is create YAML document with this naming convention. According to convention, this file name, the file names should end with AWS underscore ec2.yml or YAML. Let's create this file. Let's create a file AWS underscore ec2.yml. This is going to act like a dynamic inventory file for us. So before editing this file, we do have requirements. We have requirements of Boto3 and Boto Core. Right, so Boto3 is Python SDK for Amazon Web Services. This plugin going to connect with Amazon Web Services to get IP addresses. For that, it needs this SDK. So make sure we have this Boto3 installed on our control node. So Boto3 is Python module, right? So we should use pip for installing Boto3. So for now, let's close this. Okay, that's okay. Let's close this, no problems. So we'll come back to this file later. So before that, I want to install Boto3 module on my control node. For that, we need pip. If you are using Python 2.x, pip is not by default installed. We have to install pip explicitly. I'll show steps to install pip, followed by we will install Boto3 module. So I will place this link also in my description box. The easiest way to install pip is uh, this Python script. So let's download this Python script onto our control node and execute this script, which installs pip package manager for us. Let's use wget and okay. Oh, I'm in wrong place, sorry. Let me get this file onto my home location. Now, yeah, it got succeeded. Get that file and run this script. Python. Oh, we got some other issue. Okay, this is version compatibility problem. It says the script minimum needs Python 3.6, but we have Python 2.7. So it's suggesting us to use a different link. Okay, and before downloading that, let's remove the one we downloaded. Again, try wget. Yes, get this file. Sorry, yeah, Python. Exactly. So this script takes care of installing pip. After installing pip install boto3. Yeah. It also installs boto-core. We don't have to install boto-core separately. So installing boto3 also implicitly installs boto-core. That's perfectly fine. Now let's go and work on this file, and let's use these parameters and set up a dynamic inventory. So copy this, clear the screen, right, open this file. Let's directly go to examples, right, and yeah, so this document is presenting different options. Option 1 to get all hosts present in this region. And see, let's do one thing. First, let's go with minimal configuration, and later we will see how to customize that. So let's go with this. I want to change my region, AP South 1. Let's save and close. Alright, now let's execute Ansible inventory command to fetch all IPs from AP South 1. So run this command, Ansible inventory -i. We're pointing to our YAML document. So that's where our Ansible EC2 plugin is configured. I'm calling list, run this. Oh, we got some warnings and it says insufficient Boto credentials found. Okay, we have to configure credentials on this control machine. We could do this in two ways. Option 1, create IAM role attached to this instance. Option 2, create IAM user and get access keys and secret keys. I would like to go with IAM role approach. So I am in IAM dashboard console, go to roles, create role. Under AWS service, we want this role for EC2 instance permissions. I'm giving administrator access, but real time we should craft this policy and make sure we're not giving permissions beyond what we need. But this is just a demonstration. That's fine. I'm okay to go with administrator access. Tags not required. Review. Yeah, Ansible. Oh, it's already there. Now I will make it 2. Create. So create IAM role and go to EC2 dashboard. Click on instances. This is my EC2 instance where Ansible is installed. Go to actions, security. So here, this one. Ansible Dynamic Inventory Plugin -2. Save that. Now come back and try this. Yeah. So now we are getting all the details. You could notice we are getting AWS underscore EC2, and I'm getting all host names, right? I'm getting all host names which is present in my Mumbai region. Let's scroll up. So along with IP addresses, it's presenting us with lots of information, right? Lots of information. But sometimes we don't want to deal with all EC2 instances. We want to deal with only specific EC2 instances. Now, yes, I need a way to apply filters and get only what is needed. And yeah, so I want to try this one. So I want to get instances with specific tags. Okay, so let's copy this. Let's open our inventory file. Let me align it better. Okay, so if I remove filters, it gets everything, and if I apply filters, it will get only matching instances. So tag env dev. Okay, hold on. First, let's go and find certain tags on our EC2 instances so I can use it here and show how these filters work. Let's clear this. Okay, we have env prod kind of stuff here. Env prod. So we have only one instance under env prod. Let's try that. One is env prod, and let's say env dev. Okay, so here we can remove this, right? Tag not environment, it should be env, and do make sure the uppercase, lowercase, yeah, it is uppercase env, env dev, and not qa prod. Let's save this file and let's try. Perfect, right? So this time it's giving only 2 IPs. One is ending with 107.239. So the key name also needed. I have this key on my laptop, right? I pick that key, put it on my control node. So go to downloads. This one, right click, open with Visual Studio Code. So take this and let's configure this on control node. vi ec2.pem. Paste this code, and we also should change permissions on this file. Change mode for 100. Yeah, now let's execute ad hoc command on our EC2 instances. Now let's go ahead and run ad hoc command on EC2 instances. The group name is AWS underscore EC2. In that we have two hosts, Ansible -i inventory, and group name is AWS underscore EC2. I want to run ad hoc command on this group. This group is from the inventory file. That group is created dynamically by Ansible EC2 plugin -m ping. Okay, so I also should specify the PEM file, private key file. So -ec2.pem. Perfect. So it's working perfectly. For now we can ignore this warning that we can fix, but not really in this demo. Likewise, I want to, instead of ping, I want to install git on those two machines. I want to use yum module, both of them are Linux ones. Right. Okay, on machine 1 it's already installed, but on machine 2 it failed. Okay, yeah, you need to be root to perform this operation. Fine, got it. -become. So -become tells Ansible command to run this with sudo mode or root access. Root users will have permissions to install packages, right? So that's about dynamic inventory, how to use Ansible EC2 plugin for working with dynamic inventories. Thanks for watching. Bye.